What up? How's it going? So about to start Better Call Saul, right? Just got done with Breaking Bad. Fucked with it heavy. Looking forward to this one because I don't know where it goes. I don't know what the story's gonna be or how it's gonna be, what differences I'm gonna see as far as the writing or anything like that. But that makes me look forward to it more. So let's go ahead and start this. Better Call Saul. Saul Goodman.
When you'd be gone, I dress unknown.
I just realized what's going on here. That's fucking dope. Oh no.
I was a
Oh
fool
no, he recognizes
to
it.
stay so long.
That man got on a flight jacket too. Is he one of them?
I should have.
I be so blind. Who think
Always wondering if today's the day. I was just about to say how I don't even like how he had them blinds open.
Don't let false allegations bully you into an unfair fight. Hi, I'm Saul Goodman, and I'm... Do you feel doomed? Have opponents of freedom wrongly intimidated you? Maybe they told you that you're in serious trouble and there's nothing you can do about it.
That's crazy
I'm
how
Saul
the
Goodman,
TV is
and
in
I'm
color.
here to tell you that
In his
they're
glasses.
wrong.
Oh, to be 19 again. You with me, ladies and gentlemen? Do you remember 19? You'll recall that you also had an underdeveloped 19-year-old brain. Me personally, if I were held accountable for some of the stupid decisions I made when I was 19, oh boy, wow. Now, these three knuckleheads, and I'm sorry, boys, but that's what you are. They did a dumb thing. Fact one, nobody got hurt. Fact two, now the prosecution keeps bandying this term criminal trespass. Mr. Spinazzo, the property owner, admitted to us that he keeps most portions of his business open to the public both day and nights. Call me crazy, but I don't think they deserve to have their bright futures ruined by a momentary, minute, never to be repeated lapse of judgment. Ladies and gentlemen, you're bigger than that.
Oh, he just gonna let the tape play. Hilarious.
Kenny, are you rolling?
Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, baby, yeah!
Chill out, would you? Hey, Miss Watson's fourth period biology class. This one's for you. Watch and learn, losers.
Oh, yeah!
Saul.
I dare you to stick your wang in the throat hole.
I will if you will, loser. All right.
What the hell kind of math is that?
They going to jail, ain't they?
Sausage, when does that matter? They had sex with a head.
Look, didn't nobody tell you to try all three of them together? One trial, $700.
I also wanted to point something out. That said that took place October 2001. So whenever this trial takes place, it's after September 11th, like pretty close. And law enforcement wise, things changed a lot. You know what I mean? Like a bunch of resources went to other places. And I want to see if that plays any part of this.
Law offices of James McGill, how may I direct your call? Yes, Mrs. Kettleman, so good of you to return. Actually, I don't have Mr. McGill at the moment, but I know he... Oh, splendid. 4 o'clock it shall be. Cheers.
He's just trying to get by. Like knowing what we know of the character, to see him in this position.
$3.
Interesting.
I'm validated. See the stickers? I was in that court back there, saving people's lives, so...
Now, you either pay the $3 or you go back inside and you get an additional sticker.
I didn't even recognize his fucking voice.
I just think I'd look guilty if I hired a lawyer.
Well, actually, it's getting arrested that makes people look guilty, even the innocent ones. And innocent people get arrested every day. If you sign it, I can get started on that defense strategy of ours this very afternoon.
Craig,
Damn.
I think maybe we should sleep on it.
Use only flowers that look expensive, but, aren't. And the note should say, Dear Betsy and Craig, best wishes from your stickler for justice, James McGill. Well, run it again. Well, no. It's paid up. Run it again.
What did you do?
I did.
What did you do to my brother? What did you look where you're going?
I was making a turn. He came out of nowhere.
You freaking hit him, man. It was an accident. He didn't mean to. Oh, it's broke. Somebody call the cops.
Don't call the police.
Oh,
Don't
man,
call
you
the
don't
police.
cut it
Don't
out.
call the police. Don't call the police. Don't
call him myself.
Shout out to them for
Don't
turning
call the
around
police.
like
Don't
that.
call the police.
Don't call the cops. How are you gonna fix this? What are you gonna do to make things right?
Oh, is this a scam?
I don't know, fellas. What can I do to make it right? $500?
Ow, what the hell, man?
Listen, Starlight Express, I'm gonna give you a 9.6 for technique, 0.0 for choice of victim. I'm a lawyer. The only way that entire car is worth $500 is if there's a $300 hooker sitting in it. Now, let's talk about what you owe me for the windshield. You,
You work for people who have sex with chopped off head?
Was it in the paper?
I heard it from my cousin. Why? Why you work for these people?
Just lucky, I guess.
Cucumber water for customer only.
You have 0 messages.
Okay. This man got a Steve Harvey suit on.
You have meddled with the primal forces of nature, Mr. Hamlin, and I won't have it!
Do you want me to call security?
It's okay, Brenda. We got it.
You can tell me what this 26,000 is supposed to be for.
It's just a start. There'll be more, unless you're going to just tear them all up.
What Chuck did for this firm, and damn near single-handedly, 1/3 of this place belongs to him. Yeah. What do you got, 12 chairs here? 4 of these chairs are Chuck's. Yeah. 6, how many Danishes? 6 Danishes?
You can have all the Danish you want, Jimmy.
No. They're Chuck's Danishes. And Chuck isn't greedy, so he'll just take 2 plus $17 million. It's been nearly a year since he set foot in here. I'm just doing what's in his best interest.
So am I. And I, for one, believe he's going to lick this thing. If Chuck can call this an extended sabbatical, then so can we. He's that important to us.
You know what? Let's let a jury figure it out. Yeah, they're going to love you, Howard. You're so down to earth and relatable.
And you will atone!
It's Ned Beatty from Network.
You know, Jimmy, sometimes in our line of work, you can get so caught up in the idea of winning that you forget to listen to your heart.
I'm a lawyer. Hard.
Give Chuck my love, would you?
Oh. He done been kicking the shit out of that motherfucker.
Couldn't you just...
No, I can't.
Interesting.
You gotta cash out. You gotta.
Again? Really?
There's no other way. I know that you don't want to hear it, but you've got to.
You know I'm going to get better.
Yeah, sure.
Well, then there's nothing more to talk about. In order to pay out my share, suppose my partners are forced to liquidate the firm. Then what?
That's their problem.
My clients are out in the cold.
Hamlin owes you everything. You built that place single-handedly while he was out at Four Hills working on his bunker shots.
All the more reason not to tear it down just for a little bit of cash.
I just had a case, Chuck, with 3 clients, arraignment, voir dire, jury trial, the whole 9 yards. You know what I took home? $700.
Do good work and the clients
will come. Yeah, I know. I wasn't gonna say this, but you are broke. I can't carry both of us. I've been trying like hell, but I can't. Soon, Chuck, you're gonna be out on the street with all the electromagnetism in the world raining down on you. Now, please picture that, then tell me that money is beside the point.
It's going to be one every week.
$857 from Hamlin McGill.
I'm going to pay him back, and every penny. I didn't want to take anything, but Howard was very insistent.
He grounded himself.
Of course.
And the two of you agreed that since, as everybody knows, you're going back to work any day now, that the firm should help you make ends meet.
That's correct, minus the sarcasm.
Hamlin's making you a chump.
I'm going to get better. I'm going to go back to work, and I'm picking up where I left off. Howard brought this. He's concerned.
What?
You have to admit it could be confusing. Hamlin McGill, James M. McGill.
That's my name. I was born with it.
Still.
What's he gonna do, sue me?
Nobody wants to create an adversarial situation. I'm sure Howard would gladly pay the cost of new matchbooks and so on. It's simply a matter of professional courtesy.
This man been out here helping you.
Whose side are you on?
Right, that's what I'm looking at. Like, what?
There are no sides.
Oh, it ain't? Okay.
But, Jimmy...
Chuck, what the fuck?
Wouldn't you rather build your own identity? Why ride on someone else's coattails?
Ride on someone else's coattails? It's his motherfucking name. Okay, cool. Y'all created a monster.
You wanna dance, Howard? They called him Slippin' Jimmy, and everybody wanted to be his friend. He'd pick his spot, wait for it to get busy, then he'd walk out on the ice, and boom! He would biff it so hard, people would come running from 5 blocks away. At one good fall, he'd clear 6, 8 grand. I got a job for you. How's $2 grand sound?
$2 grand for one hit.
One hit. Plus, you get to learn from the best. She slows down, she hangs it right. You come shooting out of there. You do what you did to me. You go ass over tea kettle. You make it a blue ribbon special. When she gets out of the car, you're suffering St. Sebastian. Now, I'm Mrs. K's white knight. We go mano a mano. You light into me. It can get nasty. Now, pop quiz, what's the car?
Mercury Sable Wagon, baby poop brown.
Okay, do you know me?
No.
Damn straight.
Where's your sense of responsibility?
What? Hey! What the? Funny to run into you.
I knew it was gonna mess up somehow, but I never suspected she would do a hit and run. But that makes sense, right? Like, you don't know how people gonna react under pressure. She's like, oh, fuck. I'm out of here.
Oh, I'm gonna do this one. Okay. Hey! Hey! Yo! Hold up! Hey, yeah, Hugh, what is the matter with you? You hit and run. Ran him over. You felonied my brother.
¿Qué pasa?
Habla English. We call La Policia. La Policia gonna be pissed. I see you hit him. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay.
Mijo!
Oh, no.
Mijo!
So y'all better run.
Mijo, sal ahí.
What the hell is about to happen, yo?
Open up, officer of the court. Open up in the name of the law.
Officer of the court.
Good afternoon. This.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Hey, man. Hey, that was fire. Because right when it hit me, I was like, wait a minute. Before I could finish thinking of his fucking name, Tuco, he pokes his head out. That was fire.
Good afternoon. This.
Oh. First, let me start by saying don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you all subscribe, make sure to hit the notification bell. Shout out to all the new viewers. Shout out to all the subscribers. And I got a Patreon with full-length early reactions to things like this. If you'd like to, check it out. Hey, first off, the thing you notice first is the energy in this is different. Let me put it this way. I laughed a lot in Breaking Bad, but early on, it was like, hey, it was cancer involved. There's meth involved. Okay, whatever. But this one, from that first scene, him talking to himself, trying to get himself ready. The bailiff, he looked crazy. The judge looked crazy. Everyone looked crazy. The jury, right? And then I'm like, what's going on? Goes to the bathroom. A urinal cake is out of the urinal. Like, what the fuck? And he's hyping himself up, trying to get himself ready. The prosecution walked over, got that big ass, fat back screen, put the tape in, and you hear them sawing, and I'm like, no. Saul, no. You just hear the sawing. No, it's the neck, bro. The bone. I gotta get through the bone. I'm like, what? And then I'm like, oh, what are they about to lift up? In my mind, I didn't even get the words out. I was like, hopefully it's a fucking goat head. Hopefully it's a, right? No. It was a guy's head, and they fucked the head. And it was just, it very much played like a black comedy or something like that. Like almost like a Coen Brothers scene or something like that. Because the Coen Brothers, it'll be like dialogue. And then there'll be these points where it's just, the scene will just speak for itself. And that was one of those. So when he's showing it directly to the jury, and then all the people, I don't even remember, like the audience, whatever you call them, they get up to see what the jury seeing. And it's just so surreal and funny. And of course, that motherfucker's guilty to the motherfucker, right? Like they didn't even play it out. But then he goes out to get his money. And I realized right there, oh, he's a public defender. Okay, we get this. This is dead ass his beginning. Okay, but now let's go to even before that. The way they did it with the black and white, where you see the stuff stretch out, and then you see the black stuff. I'm like, what is that? You know what I mean? And it'd be cinnamon rolls. Okay, I'm like, and then you see Saul, or James McGill, and I'm like, oh shit. Well, I forgot what his new name is gonna be now. It's supposed to be now, but I'm like, damn, I didn't realize they were gonna start it there, but that's cool that they did that. And then he gets home. First off, his blinds were open at night. I was like, man, close them fucking blinds. And then he goes and get his tape from up underneath this thing. I'm like, what? What is? And it was his ads. I thought that was cool. Okay, there was a few cool moments, right? So seeing him trying to work his way into law, he wants to have his own firm and his own practice, and shit is rough for him. So he's on the phone acting like he's his own secretary. Hey, I don't have a place. Oh no. Oh, hey, it's getting painted. Can you meet me at the? Okay. And then he's going to leave. And I didn't even recognize the voice. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I should recognize that fucking voice. Dude is telling him like, you got the stickers, $3. You're supposed to have 6, not the 5. Okay. And it's Mike. And I was like, oh shit, that's dope. That's dope. So we got Mike. So this whole thing where he goes to the nail salon, and then he goes in the back, and I go, oh, he's there. But I'm like, what? He can't be working by the washing machines, and he's not. He's working in the what they would call a boiler room, but it's the water heater in there. And I'm like, damn. Like, you see just on a piece of paper, you see his name, Esquire, up there, and I'm like, damn, dog. He really started from the bottom. But then we get into an interesting part. He sees this check, $26,000, and he immediately rips it up. And then we learn this story about Chuck. So he goes to the firm. That whole situation was weird because you're trying to figure out, Well, he got money, then ripped it up, and then he came in there and he's sticking up for somebody named Chuck, who they say deserves blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, who he says deserves, and he's like, but Chuck didn't say that. I'm like, what? So then he goes downstairs, he kicks the thing, blah, blah, blah. He goes out, he smokes a cigarette. So that's one of his good friends, that chick, right? Because Chuck brought that up. Like, he was like, do you want to make it hard for your friend? Like, she's up and coming. Chuck is going through some things. He's having mental issues. Like, I'm like, why would he take off his watch, keys, phone, and put it in the mailbox? Didn't make sense to me. And then I saw him do the grounding thing, and I was like, what? The guy has like this phobia of electromagnetism, and he's real fucked up. He's like, I'm going to get better, and who's to say if that's true or not, but he's holding on. So he doesn't want to cash out. Okay? And just from what I'm reading from it, he's saying he's worried about everybody else and blah, blah, blah. And what if it brings them under? The fact that he's saying, what if that brings him under? That means deep down, not even deep down, he knows what he meant to that company. He know. So when Saul says, yo, you built this company, he was out there working on, he was golfing basically. And he tried to like side. So he was like, I helped. Like, he knows if you take that money, they're going to be assed out. Okay? Because if you just take your portion, they should be good. Ain't nobody say they got to pay you all at once. Like, you know what I mean? But you're not going to be hitting us with this chump change. And then you find out they've been hitting them with real chump change. 800 and something. And then you see the paperwork he brought that he tried to give to him earlier at the law offices. Okay. What I found interesting is the part where with the matchbook that he had given to that couple earlier. That couple went to those law offices, and they gonna have them represent him instead of Saul or James McGill. Okay. The next thing really threw me for a loop because Chuck is sticking up for them like it's a professional courtesy. Change your name, don't use others. And it's like, oh, that's his actual name. You saying don't use it like he's just trying to bite off somebody else. And even if he was, okay, I'm going to utilize that. Like, that's my name. If it's linked to somebody else, okay. But that guy was like, nah. Professional courtesy. And he's like, all right. So he gets in there. You made an enemy. Now, let's go back. When them two guys came, immediately it was a hoax. It was like, this shit looked fake to the motherfucker. And it was. And they ran off, whatever. But I'm like, what are they going to have to do with this? Right? Later on, he goes and gets them. He tells them about, what's his name? Slips. Oh, I can't remember. Slips up. I can't remember. Tells him this dope story. You can make a ton of money from doing it. So it just hit me. Imagine them two dudes around fucking Tuco. Like, it just hit me. But the plan they came up with, okay, makes sense. They going. What are the chances that, hey, it's somebody else has that car, beginning license plate, all that. Now, when she pulled up and the two dudes were saying what they were saying, she was like, Dinero. And then she said, mijo. Immediately, my spidey senses was like, listen, if she calling a family member, you better fall back. You're like, you feel me? If she's saying mijo, a younger family member, a younger dude, you need to fall back. Like, I still wasn't thinking Tuco, okay? So Saul comes, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Because at the time, I still don't know if that's actually who they hit. But you see the windshield. I'm like, okay. He knocks. You see a gun. The hand pull him in. And right when I'm thinking, like, that was a kind of a flamboyant arm. At first, I was like, wait, is that a woman's blouse? Like, I couldn't figure it out. I was like, the arm to the shirt was just bad. And as I'm thinking it, Tuco looks out. I'm like, oh, shit. Now, the reason I'm so hyped is because I wanted to see more Tuco, but I didn't even think about him being in this. Like, I had forgotten about him. I know Gus is going to be in this because they keep using him all over the thumbnails. I know Mike because he's all over the thumbnails and he works with Gus. I forgot about fucking Tuco. And now I got to see how they go into relation with each other. Yeah. I liked it so far. I already knew I was going to fuck with it, just like I said, from that first scene, and then from the fact that I found out, oh, we're going to find out about him very much like his come up, which is cool for me. Hey, next episode.